You can see we are celebrating International Women's Day here, and as the world celebrates that day, we focus on the only surviving woman who led the 1956 Women's March in South Africa during the time of the oppressive regime. Her name is Sophie De Bruyn. Who is Mama Sophie De Bruyn? This is what she told the international news correspondent, Sophie Mokoena. Take a look.
The person sitting in front of you, Sophie De Bruyn, the young girl at that time, was just an ordinary somebody. My parents were very simple, humble people. And I was raised by a strict father and a very gentle, loving, soft-hearted mother. And so we grew up with my sister and my elder brother. My sister is the middle one, my brother the eldest, and I the youngest of the three children of Henry De Bruyn, of Henry Williams, and Frances Williams, which was my mother's name. A gentle woman, soft-hearted and kind, and she would give anything for peace sake. She was a very peaceable person. And so she molded us and groomed us and instilled us the values of humility and kindness and perseverance, and to care for what is not happiness around the people who are not happy. Make them happy, share with them. That was the mother I was a child of. And that was my early beginnings, my childhood. Simple, modest, and humble. But my father was strict. And my mother often had to balance between the strictness and her kindness to make us children have a child's life, you know, a simple life, and to allow us to do the things that children likes to do. So that is more or less a background of my growing up in Port Elizabeth, where I was born, which is now Geberga. And it was in a place called Village Port in Port Elizabeth. A small homelet, I can say, with a number of colored homes, Indians, a mixture, let's say a mixture of the population, of part of the population, growing up. And I used to witness the people or the women that used to come to our yard, because my father was a so-called educated man. He was a commissioner of oaths. And so he was helping. Maybe my activism came a little bit from him. So he was always helping people, writing their letters, because they were semi-illiterate and couldn't remember when they were born and things like that. And when they went to the town clerks or magistrates in the city of Port Elizabeth, they didn't have time for them. And they would say, oh, go to Mr. Williams, he'll help you. And then I would witness before going to school how they would sit in our yard. And my mother would be up and giving them coffee and soup and bread. And that was my early beginnings.